Let's do this problem right here. The question is asking find the force in members DE, DL and ML. So let's see how we can do this. So first of all, let's note the forces we have to find. Okay, here we go. So this is DE, this one, and DL, this part right here, and the ML. So these are the forces we have to find. So in this case, what we do is we cut the part that's common to all three of them. So if we cut and take one of this side, we can solve for these things. You can choose any side, this side or this side, it doesn't matter. You will get the same answer. So in this case, first of all, I note down the forces acting on it. So we have a pin right here, we have a roller right here. So the pin going to have two forces, AY and AX, and here is going to be only roller only have one force. That's going to be a vertical force, IY. And from this one I can now find one of these. So in this case I would like to choose this one, because if you see AX, that's a horizontal force. If you do summation of f of x equal to 0, and if you should solve this one, you will directly see AX is equal to 0, because that's the only horizontal force acting in this whole truss. So that's it means there's nothing else. That means this one comes out to be 0. X is equal to 0. So we don't have to worry about this force anymore. And what we have to do is we have to find AY in order to solve this one, right? If we find AY, everything becomes easier. So to find AY, what I can do is I can take the moment around IY to find the AY. So if I take moment around IY, moment around IY will be eliminated, and we don't have to worry about IY, and it's equal to 0 in statics. And if I take counterclockwise positive, this one is 12. So 12 pushing this object counterclockwise, so it's going to be plus 12 times 4, and all of them are going to plus because all of them are pushing this counterclockwise except AY. AY is pushing this one clockwise, so it's going to be the only value negative. So let's add them all together. So 12 times 4 plus 12 times 8 plus 12 times 12 plus 12 times 4. No, 12 times 12 and 12 times 16. 12 times 16, and then 12 times 20. So 4, 4, 8, 12, 16, 12 times 20, then 6 times 24, plus 6 times 24, then minus AY times 24 equal to 0. And if I calculate these values, this is 48, this is 96, this is 144, and this is 192 plus 240 plus 144. I can bring this one to the other side. It's going to be equal to 24y AY. Therefore, finally, if you solve this one, you will get AY is equal to 36 kilonewton. So if the answer is positive, it means the direction is correct direction. This is the direction the force is acting on it. So now we have used the whole truss. Now we have the force here, so we can separate this one now. So let's separate this part. I'm drawing this differently, so let's draw this. So here we go. So this is the part we have right here. So DE right here, and we have DL going downward. Also we have ML and the forces acting on it are so this is here we have a 12. Okay, wait a minute. Maybe I'll go this a little bit lower. Mhm. Okay, so let's go. So we have D right here, we have DL right here, also we have ML, and we also have a 12 kilonewton acting on this one. 12 kilonewton, maybe I use, yeah, 12 kilonewton, and also another 12 kilonewton in the middle, 12 kilonewton right here, and also 6 kilonewton right here, and we have AY pushing this object up, and that's all we have to, AX we don't have to worry about it, it's a zero force, we found it already, so we don't have to worry about that one, and we know this is 3 meter is given, 3 meter distance, and these are 4 meter. So that's all we have to know. Now we can try to find the DEDL So in this case, if you see, AY is already known, is 36 kilonewton we found here, and if you see here we have 2 unknown, we have 1 unknown here, and others are known. So what I can do is, if I take the moment around, this is D, so if I take the moment around D, I can cancel these 2 forces and find the ML. So let's do that one first. So if I take moment around D and equal to 0, if I take counterclockwise positive and solve for this one, if I take moment around D, these 3 things will disappear. So the only thing left is 12. 12 is going to be pushing this object counterclockwise, so it's going to be positive. 12 times 4, then 6 times 8, plus 6 times 8, then minus 6 times 36, then ML is pushing this object counterclockwise, and this height, we have to know the height. So to find the height, what I can do is, I take this triangle right here, this one, so I draw this one here. Okay, so this is, they have given this whole height 6 meter right here, so it means this is 3, and this is, if this is 6, this means I'm taking the top triangle, so in this case this is going to be 3, right? If this is 3, and we have right, this one right here, also we have something right here, so this is the one we are trying to find, this distance, because this is what this is, right? So this is the distance we are trying to find, and we know this everything is 4 meter distance. So what I can do is, this is a similar triangle, because this is making same angle for all of these components. So let's call this one y. So if I take the big triangle and the small triangle, I can find this y. So if I take this big triangle, 3 over the total distance 12 equal to y over this total distance 8. So if I solve for y, I will get 8 times 3 over 12. So this is going to be 3, 4, this is going to be 2, so equal to 2. Therefore we know this is 2 meter higher from this one, so it means 3 plus 2 is 5. So this is 5, total distance is 5 meter. So therefore we can say this is pushing this object counterclockwise 5 meter times 5 times ml. So it's plus 5 ml is equal to 0, and this is 48, this is also 48, This comes out to be negative 36 times 6. Let's see. So negative 36 times 6 is 288 plus 5 ml is equal to 0. If you solve for ml, you will get 38.4 kilonewton. So this is the answer for ml. Since the answer is positive, we know this is tension because we are taking the tension direction where ml. So if something is moving away from the joint, it means that's tension, and the answer is positive. Then now we have information about ml. Now we can find dl and de. So to find this one, I have to use summation of f of x, summation of f of y, because we're taking moment around anything doesn't, it's not going to help. So let's do the summation of f of x. So if I do the f of x, we have only three horizontal forces. ml is going to create a horizontal force, dl, de, those are the three. So let's do that one. If I take this direction positive and do this one, ml is going to be direct, straightforward. It's just ml, and which we already found. And dl. So to find dl, I had to know what is the horizontal component. So in this case, so we have dl right here. We know this opposite is 4. So in this case, if I want to find the horizontal, I have to find the sine theta of this one. So sine theta means opposite of hypotenuse. So I had to know the hypotenuse. In this case, we know opposite, but we don't know the hypotenuse. But we know the adjacent. We found out already is 5. So 5 means I can calculate it. So 5 square plus 4 square. So 25 plus 16. This comes out with 41. Square root of 41. That's going to be the hypotenuse. So that's hypotenuse of this one. So this is square root of 41. So if this is square root of 41, then we can say dl is opposite. I'm finding sine theta, so sine theta is going to be 4 over square root of 41. So dl, so it's also, this is positive direction, so plus 4 over square root of 41 times dl. And then we have to calculate de, horizontal component, and it's positive de. So de, so since we know this is 5, we've calculated this 5. So if I make a triangle right here, we know this is 1 meter height from this, because 6, this is 5, this is 6, this is 1 meter. So it means so if I want to find the horizontal component, I have to do the cos theta right here. So to do the cos theta, I have to know the adjacent. Adjacent I already know, but I have to know the hypotenuse. Adjacent is because 4 is 4 here, so 1 is opposite. So I can find the hypotenuse. It's going to be 4 square plus 1 square. 16 plus 1, 17, root 17 is my hypotenuse right here. So I can use that one. So now I have to use the cos theta to make the horizontal component. So it's going to be 4 over root 17 cos theta adjacent over hypotenuse. So 4 over root 17 de. De is equal to 0. So since we have two unknown things, we know ml, but we don't know dl, de. So we can't directly solve this one. So we have to take the fy to see whether we can solve this. So if I take the fy equal to 0 and take the opposite direction positive, what's going to happen is, so all the forces come here. So it's going to be all of them are going to be negative, because all of them are acting downside. So it's going to be 12 minus 6 plus 36. This 36 ay. Then ml is not going to come because it's a horizontal component. dl is going to create, in this case, this one, dl is going to be cos theta, but it's going to be negative. dl cos theta means adjacent over hypotenuse. Adjacent, we already know it's adjacent is 5. and hypotenuse we found out that's 41 root 41, so 5 over root 41 dl. And here, so for d, so in this case d is going to be sine theta to make the vertical component, but in this case this is acting upside, so it's going to be positive. Sine theta is going to be opposite of hypotenuse. Hypotenuse opposite is 1 over root 17 dE is equal to 0. So if I calculate all together, I will get minus 24 minus 30 plus 36. I can write 6 minus 5 over root 41 dl plus 1 over root 70 dE is equal to 0. So if you see, we have different values here, like this one is 5 over root 41, but this is 4 over 41, but plus minus. So what I can do is, let's say this is equation 1, this is equation 2. So if I multiply equation 1 by 5 and divided by 4, I can get rid of this 4 and multiply by 5. So if I do that, I will get 5 over 4 ml plus 5 over square root of 41 dl plus 5 over root 17 dE equal to 0. Now we can, if we add both of them together, we can cancel each other, 2 and 3, because 5 minus 5 over 41 plus 5 over 41, it will cancel each other. And if you solve for this one, you will get, you can find the dE, because dl will cancel each other. So 2 plus, so let's call this one 3. So 2 plus 3 will cancel each other, and you can find the dE. So if you solve this one, dE comes out to be, so dE comes out to be negative 37.16, 37.1 kilonewton. So since the answer is negative, that's going to be compression. So after you solve the dE, what you can do is you can simply substitute in this equation dE in the equation, and you can find the dl. So if you calculate dl will come as 3. It's negative 3.884 kilonewton. So therefore, if the answer is negative, this also compression, and that's how we do. And we have found dE, dl, and ml, and that's all about it. I hope you guys like this video. See you next time.